What is up, you lovely, lovely, beautiful, oh my goodness, beautiful people. How you guys doing today? Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the first of many e-wheel electric unicycle videos from my town, where I live, Clunes, Australia. This is my beautiful home. I've been home for a little while now, and today I finally received my wheel, the V10F. Oh, thanks to Inmotion. If you have watched the previous videos, picked it up at Ewheels Thailand in Bangkok. I live in Australia. There's lots to talk about. It's not raining yet. It's been on and off most of the day. I've just been charging it up. So, wow, I've not been on a wheel in a little while. Probably close to a month now. Just open that gate. I've got to shut the gate. It's a bit more tricky doing it with one hand. Oh man, how is everybody doing? I've been keeping you entertained with some videos from Thailand. Now, I've still got a few to release from Thailand, but I wanted to get this one out. So my feet are slipping already on that. Let's see how that goes. Might get on the road here. Oh, it feels strange. I've not been on a wheel in ages. Yes, I've been keeping you entertained with some videos from Thailand, which I do plan on continuing to release. But I wanted to come at you today, even though I just released a video today from my Brompton, when I rode the Brompton, the similar route that I did when I was on the V10F here around the parks. But I wanted to come at you and to say hello and give you a little update. Whoa, this is nice. I'm going to take a left here, get off this main road. I'm just going to stop quickly, dry my feet, because that pedal there is a little bit wet already. So this is why my good friend in the UK, who hooked me up with the pedal grip tape for the V10 pedals that I put on the V8, he sent me another set. So because I've only just received this today, I do plan on, because it's winter here and it's a bit rainy already, I plan on popping them on. So I can already feel my feet. They're a little bit slippy, but that's alright. Anyway, I'm so excited to be back on the wheel, the electric unicycle. Oh my goodness. What is it all about, friends? What is it all about? Finally, I've been without this thing for a whole month. That's the longest I've been without one of these, for a year now. So good. There's a lot to talk about whilst we cruise around this beautiful little town called Clunes in Victoria, Australia, where it's currently winter. Got the gloves on, got the puffer jacket on. It's been an absolute mission to try and get this wheel here, but I've had a lot of help from some amazing people to get this here today, which we'll talk about shortly. But I just wanted to say thank you for everybody who's been following along with this journey. My first video that I released in Glasgow when I got the V8, back then, I got a little notification on my YouTube channel saying that it's the 10-year anniversary. 10 year. It'd been a year ago since I uploaded the video. So thanks for following along with the journey. We are no longer touring with dinosaurs. Let's go down this hill. We are currently back home. We're home now. Home in Australia. Man, it's so good to be back. Even though it is the middle of winter and it's pretty miserable most of the time at the moment. I've had some good days here and there, but you know what winters are like. And if you didn't know winters existed in Australia, then they certainly do, my friends. They certainly do, especially down south here. I'm going to cut across this. We'll go down there later. That's the little cute main section of Clunes there. Historical town is Clunes. So you see how deep the river currently is, because it's just has been raining quite a lot recently. But yeah, what am I talking about? Yeah, it's cold, winter. Where shall we go? We could do a little. We go up to this top. I was going to go off road down this way. We'll go down this way quickly. Let me show you around Clunes, because it's a beautiful town. Clunes is an historical town, known for one of the first gold mining towns in Australia. Probably not that long ago, really. It's not a very big. It's not a very big town. It's quite small, really. But this is a little river. This is a little walk you can do, or ride. I mean, let's face it. Surely I must be the first ever person to be riding an electric unicycle in Clunes, Australia. I reckon it is. Oh man, this is great to be able to get out on the wheel. Neil's on his wheel. Yes. Yeah, so the wheel arrived today. It took about a month to get here. And that was all because many complications. I was so unaware of what needed to be put in place to send a device like this. And it all comes down to the battery, as all of you are aware. It's all about the battery, isn't it? So this is a football cricket oval where they play the AFL games. It's a little bit muddy right now. I guess it has been very, very wet. Yeah, so because now this is one thing that got me. Initially, I just wanted to ship it via like freight on the boat. So I thought that would be the easiest option. It's not going on a plane. It's not going to get in, any trouble getting in restrictions, going in on a plane and that sort of stuff. But it turns out, because it has a battery, it's classed as a dangerous goods item, whether or not it's on a plane or whether or not it's on a boat or a train. I mean, I think trains are okay. Boats different. Maybe trains are similar. I know this is a little. If you've seen any of me spinning on my wheel, my sea wheel, this is where we come. All right, I think we'll just do the loop. I was going to go back that way, but this is a little loop we can go up the top and over the back on some dirt road stuff. It's been a good little ride for me to get used to riding this wheel again. I feel it in my hips already. I wonder if that's just from the trampolining I've been doing. Heaps of trampolining recently. There's a new trampoline park here. Alright, let's get on the. Won't get on the road. I don't want to freak anybody out, or dogs. So as you see, it's lovely and quiet here. Such a nice, quiet town. We'll nip in to the really cute main street section. It's awesome. Yeah, so let me give you the rundown. So in Thailand, received the wheel, had it for a few days. Got a nice little hill coming up here. Had it for a few days, rode it, and I was like, let's go send it via UPS. Organised it to be picked up from my friend's place, who owns Ewheels Thailand, who sorted me out with the wheel initially, and organised that. I left Thailand, and actually I might go there, hit up. There's a little viewpoint there. I might be able to see the town. I left Thailand, came to Australia, and the day after, the UPS guy turned up to pick the wheel up, but he refused to pick it up because it didn't have all these papers I was just completely unaware of. So yeah, that happened, and then UPS were really good. They didn't completely say no. They're like, hey look, you just need all these papers to tell us that it's safe to transport the wheel. I thought it would be transported on a non-passenger aircraft, but it turns out UPS use Thai Airlines, Thai Airways, I can't remember what it's called, to transport their goods. So this went on for maybe 5 to 6 days, close to a week I reckon, and I just decided to cancel the order and try and go with somebody else. As I cancel it, the day I cancel it, I hear back from my friend over at Ewheels Thailand saying, hey, the airline has accepted the wheel, we're good to go. I was like, oh crap. So because I'd already cancelled it, yeah, we had to go all over again. But anyway, just quickly, we'll mix this up. So here's a little view of, I mean, it's so far, that's the main street there of Clunes. We just come, not that hill, there's a hill just over there. My place is down that way, but we'll hit up that bit later on whilst we continue with the story of how Neil got his wheel. We'll go check out some of the old gold mines too. Yeah, so that happened, but quickly it's good that happened, because at that time I ended up contacting a guy who owns an electric unicycle company, a reseller company, that's what you call it. Basically he sells Inmotion, Kingsong, e-wheels and also scooters here in Australia, up in Brisbane, which I'll link below. We'll talk a bit more about that later, because he really helped me out a lot. So this here is all old gold mining shafts. See all the hills, you can see them. This is where they used to dig for the gold. Not long ago, when I was here a year ago, they hey look, I've never been down here. Let's have a look, shall we? Take the wheel. There's obviously a little trail. I have to watch out for mine shafts, so you don't be falling down. Yeah, so what happened is I contacted the guy from E-Rides, what is it, E-Riders, in Brisbane, and he was like, yeah look, you're going to need this form, basically, which allows customs to release the wheel when it arrived in Australia, because without it, it's illegal to have in Australia. So he hooked me up with the correct paperwork, which then led me on to, I don't want to go too far, so that's the dirt road I want to go down, that one there. So we're going to pop back, so I'm not sure where I am. I don't want to be falling down some mine shaft until I know where I'm going. But anyway, old gold mines, pretty cool, right? So yeah, he gave me this paperwork, because Australia, it's very new in Australia, electric unicycles and that sort of stuff. As many countries, regulations are still very, it's just a grey area, isn't it? So anyway, he hooked me up with that. I then reordered through this company called Parcel ABC, and they had no mentions of or anywhere on the website to declare that it was a lithium-ion battery, classed as dangerous goods. By then I'd already received a bunch of paperwork from our friend here in Australia and my friend at eWheels in Thailand. All this paperwork, basically paperwork that resellers get about the wheel, about the battery components, everything you need to know. All different photographs of the battery outside the wheel, everything. There's so much to it, so many little forms that you just wouldn't get hold of if just somebody like me who doesn't sell these sort of things and doesn't ship them. So anyway, I get all the paperwork. The UPS man finally picks it up with a bunch of paperwork, takes it to the facility. I'm thinking, this is great, totally fine, got all the right paperwork, it should work. But unfortunately, it got stuck at the UPS sort facility, and we were going back and forth with emails with myself, UPS, and our friend at Ewheels in Thailand. So we were going back and forth trying to provide all the correct paperwork, and because it was, in Thai and English, and then going through another, our friend at Ewheels, it was so complicated. And they give me all these forms in Thai, and I'm trying to fill them out. And anyway, you can imagine there was a lot of paperwork. Also trying to find out, the box needed a sticker on it. The box didn't have a sticker on it, so I had to find out what the right sticker was and make the correct numbers and stuff, and lots of research. It's a cute little house, isn't it? Yeah, lots of diving in, but yeah. Anyway, we got it sorted out. They eventually accepted the wheel again, and then it got put on the flight, and it was so nice to see their tracking number saying that it's back to en route, it's like in transit, because before it wasn't. It was just stuck there for ages. We're talking close to 10 days, I think. Anyway, arrives in Australia, goes through some sort of facility, and then it says customs. Now, customs has got it in Australia, and this is where I was sort of wondering how much tax they're going to make me pay on it, this and this, but because it's a second-hand item, and even though I only had it for a couple of days, anyway, it sat there for over a week, and I was contacting UPS back and forth saying, hey guys, what's going on? Have you seen this paperwork? And they were like, oh no, it's fine, it's totally normal. Apparently, this is how long these things take. It'll eventually be released. And they hadn't received any requests for more information regarding the wheel itself. So I was like, okay, left it, and I was left it over the weekend again. I was like, something's just not right. So how wet is it? Contact them, say, hey look, I've got this paperwork, can you please send it? This is the paperwork that my friend here in Australia who owns that shop, he sent me, that he got from customs here in Australia, immigration customs in Australia. Sent them that, and within about an hour they released it, and it left the facility. So I'm just going on this giant hill right now. Oh yeah, I'll be honest with you, I don't feel as confident on this thing at the moment as I did before. It's been a month, my feet are a little bit achy, I think, because it's not as grippy. I need that grip tape, I think, to pop that on later on. So I'll go down this road. So yeah, I know that is a very long-winded story, but the wheel then got shipped, because I had to go straight to the e-wheel shop because of the paperwork was addressed to that. Went to him, he was lovely and nice enough to post it through TNT in Australia down to me here, and it arrived today. So yeah, it's been a long time, and a lot of weird ups and downs, just wondering whether or not I would actually get the wheel here. Now some of you might be asking, why didn't I just get the V10F delivered to me here in Australia from Inmotion? And that's what I was thinking, like when Inmotion contacted me asking if I wanted a wheel, I was like, yes please, can we not get it shipped to this place? Still got the old chimneys. can we not get it shipped to Australia? And they said unfortunately they don't have any resellers here in Australia at the time, and they didn't have any units here, so I guess they just weren't willing to pay. I guess maybe the post is maybe they just didn't have the permission to bring it into the country like we do now. So that's why I picked it up in Bangkok, and I got to ride around in Bangkok on it. And you know what, it's totally worth it. I have a wheel now here in Australia, and I'm just happy I can be riding around on the wheel. It's going to take a bit of practice though, but this is flipping marvellous. I've been envisioning this moment, riding around this place, because I come around here on my mountain bike when I was home last, and I just found out there's loads of awesome mountain bike trails in a town called Creswick, which is like a 15-minute drive from here. So there's a river there, runs down there. Yeah, 15-minute drive from here. I'm tempted. I might go up there. Should we go up the hill again? May as well. Give it a little test of route. I think my feet are just too far forward. I'm just getting used to it again. So I only had it for a couple of days in Bangkok. Sun's coming out now, that's nice. So anyway, guys, if you have any questions regarding the process, I know that's a bit of a long-winded story there. I was going to sit down and just look at this, no problems whatsoever. I was going to sit down and unbox it and really talk about the whole process, but I thought that would be a bit boring, and I was just too excited to get out and about on the wheel as we are right now. It's so nice out. So nice to be back in the country. This beautiful, fresh, clean air. It's just so good for the lungs. So good for the health, isn't it? I had an amazing time cruising around the city. Should we go back down? Let's go back down. And we'll go into the town. See if we can turn some heads. Little froggies. Yeah, so Creswick has some mountain bike trails which should be fun to hit up on the wheel, and they've also just built a like a brand new pump track which I went to visit yesterday. It looks awesome. So I think I can't remember who it was. Somebody in the UK took their drone up and got an aerial view, bird's eye view, looking down on this pump track that they went and took their wheel on, which looked pretty cool. And they've only just finished it whilst I was away for that year. So yeah, that's exciting. There's a lot of new things popping up. Yesterday I visited a friend in the city in Melbourne. So Melbourne's about an hour and a half drive from here. So that's where we just were, up there, when we went to check out so all these used to be gold mines. Yeah, see a friend in here. Oh, look, a rabbit. Not seeing any kangaroos. There's usually a bunch of kangaroos knocking around here. Maybe up the back, see if we can go find some. Definitely over at Mount Cook. No, Mount Beckwith, sorry. Which is, we might go there another day for another video. Yeah, he's converted his one of his mountain bikes into an electric bike, which is nothing new, right? But I've never been on one that's this fast before. It was amazing. It was with a brand called Bafon 750 watt motor, and it was amazing. Pedal assist, and the battery was at 50%, and I was going easy 60 kilometers, and that was amazing. That was a lot of fun. So I'm thinking about getting one of them. Now don't worry, I don't think I might expand on the channel. The Brompton stuff, really love the Brompton's here. My partner, her Brompton arrived. We do plan on doing some little outings and bike rides on that. Not too sure on the Japan at the moment. We were planning on going to Japan, but because we've not long, we haven't been home for a year, and it's just so nice to be back. We're just sort of settling in. It's so nice. And just the thought and idea of packing up all our stuff and going away again. You know, we just brought our little cat friend Buster, who had been living in Australia, in Tasmania. We brought him back over on the plane, so it's nice to settle in and enjoy our life here. Been on the road for a year, which is amazing. These two sheepies. It's amazing, you know, but it's nothing like being home for a while, because it's still zipping off in about 4 months. I think it's about 4 months now. 4 months time, and then we're going off to Macau. Macau, wow, that's a whole another story. It feels weird, I'll be honest. It feels very weird. Now, just quickly, if you got Stan and you're from Australia, there's a program called Bloom. It's like a drama. It's actually pretty cool. It's all shot in this town here, Clunes. That's going to ride down the centre, and you get a feel for it. This is a beautiful town called Clunes. Just on my left here, flipping, some idiots decided that it would be a fun idea to try and... They robbed a digger from somewhere, drove the digger down, and then flipping tried to rob the cash point, the ATM. The shit thing about it is that there's a business there, like a newsagents, and they know where to relocate, and they're buggered. So, bit of a dick move by them, but crazy. Anyway, that's Clune news. Check it out. It's nice, isn't it? Got a couple of good coffee shops down here. Like real good coffee, really nice coffee. This weekend just gone, they had the weekly market. This place here, Timberman's, I wonder if it's open. He's actually put new glass on. This was completely abandoned, this shed, when we were here, and just before we left, I think I'll have a look inside it. There's some amazing, how cool is that space? Look at that space. Wicked workshop, amazing hardwood furniture. Yeah, so that there, and then the garage across the road, which is where we used to take our cars for our services and stuff, has now turned into an art gallery, which is awesome. Check it out. This guy here is quite famous here. Does all these sculptures. And I think we're open 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Thursday to Sunday. So it's currently, what day is it today? Oh no, they're open. Cool. I'll have to check that out. So yeah, this is our little Clunes. I might go take you to the little park down here. Okay, I'm starting to get used to the wheel now. This is like the caravan park, just down this way. When we first were looking for a house, we bought a little caravan and we stayed there for a little bit whilst we were checking the place out before we bought our house here. So this is Queen's Park. It's a little park. It's right by the river here. This is so surreal, showing you guys around this little town. A little pommy man, a little pom, here in Australia, living in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, so the river, I'm not sure where it connects. It probably goes all the way to Creswick, actually, probably all the way into Ballarat as well. Ballarat's like the biggest town near us. I compare it to the town I used to live in England, a place called Blackburn. The population's very similar. But, Melbourne's an hour and a half away. If you want to go into the big city, do big city stuff, because Melbourne is an incredible city. I do like it a lot. Let's go down there's a little dirt road here. and we can sort of get underneath the bridge almost. But I don't want to go on for too long on this video. You know, I like to chat and blabber a little bit. I have a conversation, then I'll do another conversation and another conversation. So just quickly, I just want to make sure that if any of you guys are thinking about traveling with your wheel at any point and you need some advice, you know, let me know. I will do my very best. Might just leave the wheel there. I'll do my very best to help you out and give you as much advice as possible regarding paperwork and all the ins and outs. So, you know, hit me up. But my advice would be is to contact the people in your country, in your area, who who sell wheels, because they'll have all the information. And you know, because the community is so it's just such a great community, isn't it? The electric transportation community, the eWheels. Somebody commented on my video saying that they don't like, there's a little river, so come down here in my drone when I first got it to take some aerial photography. It's real nice when it's autumn, all the leaves are all different colours. So yeah, they say they don't like calling it an EUC, they call it an e-wheel. And I'm slowly starting to adopt, because EUC, I do like EUC, but e-wheel, it's just you know, it's an electric wheel. Obviously, that's why I'm just scraping my feet, because my feet will be wet by the time I get on the wheel. It is an e-wheel, isn't it? But it is also an EUC, which means exactly the same thing. What do you guys think? What do you prefer to call it? Do you like to call it an e-wheel or an electric wheel or an EUC? Well, I guess it doesn't matter. It's just all... What was that? Oh, I see my feet are... That was not a good idea, Mike, on the main road. And so yeah, I'm right. My feet are a little bit slippy now. Someone said that, yeah, I don't need the grip tape. This is fine because I don't ride it in the rain. And I was like, that's a pretty good point, but it's moments like this where it has been raining, my feet are slippy. Has been raining and now my feet are touched the floor, now they're a little bit wet. It's like moments like that when you come off and put the weight in the wheel and it wants to slip off. Anyway, small things. It's not a big problem, is it really? What I am going to be doing next is, guys, if you have not checked out Kuji Rolls' new video, I highly suggest you do. Simple but sweet information regarding padding and how he's able to lift the wheel up. Go out, I totally suggest you go check it out. Basically putting padding underneath your ankles, which then allows you to grip onto something to then pull the wheel up. There's quite the hill. How long are we going for? 34-ish minutes since I started the video. Oh, I gotta stop again. Maybe it's just my trainers. Slightly tilted back that. Anyway, yeah, he puts padding on, and if you watch his videos of when he competed, he flew all the way to, where was it? Was it somewhere in France? Portugal? Can't remember. But he took the battery out of his M Super X, and he must have obviously borrowed a battery, got a battery, sourced a battery when he was there. So yeah, that's a great idea. That's one idea I'd definitely suggest if you want to travel with your wheel. Okay, can we go up there? Let's have a look. Not sure where this goes. So there's places like this I would never normally go because it would require me to go off. Oh no, that's someone's house. Whoop. Get the dog barking. Yeah, the padding's awesome idea. Awesome idea. So I think later on today when I pop into town, I'm going to get some of the padding and just kit out the front. I like the section, like the angled section he puts on, like this part here, like there, right there, so you can lean into it with your shins, and then the part underneath above your ankle so you can actually lift the wheel up and jump with it. Give you that flexibility of being able to take it up and up curbs really, and also it'll solve that that problem that I was finding about going downstairs. When you go downstairs, your feet tend to drift back, which is so annoying, a little bit dangerous. That's why you always end up popping off. This is quite a steep incline here. Nowhere near as steep as was the next one steeper? I can't remember. Yeah, it's a little bit steeper. You get an idea there. Nowhere near as steep as the cycle lanes in Bangkok that we went up. Oh mate, so when I turn this video off, I think I'm going to go for just a cruise without the camera. Get a little bit lost. So this is the school at the top here. Ages ago, when I did season 1 of Ninja Warrior, which is currently on in Australia right now. Go check it out. Season 3's on there. I used to come up here to the playground. We weren't going because I know school holidays have just finished, so I use these rocks here to jump around, and then there's a pretty sweet park just there which I go in and swing around on and play. That was before I had a bit of a setup in the backyard, which I don't really have anymore because it's all still in storage. It's all tucked away in the shed, and even though I do have 4 months, it's like how they got a little track around there. That'll be fun. Yeah, how much of everything do I pull out to then in 4 months time to put back? I got the trampoline out, which is fun. Ooh, I'll be honest, I can feel it in my hips a little bit out of practice. Yeah, there will be a little doggo. Hey, hey doggo. There will definitely be a time, maybe not this week coming, the week after, I'm not sure, where I'm going to head into Melbourne. If you're based in Melbourne and you ride e-wheels, electric skateboards, I know there's a big electric skateboard. Hey, old fella gave me a little wave with his doggo. There's a big community of electric skateboarders here in Melbourne, so I'd love to meet up with you guys for one of your rides. I'll go check out your website and see when. You got a Facebook page I think I'm part of. Go for a little meet up. I know there's not many electric unicycle riders, e-wheel riders here yet, so that'll be fun to ride with some other people. But there's loads of cycle lanes all over Melbourne, so we'll maybe go hit up some of that, because I'm still not sure on what the rules are. I know those guys just go out and do it and it's all good, but you know, the only way to find out is just to try it, isn't it? So anyway, we're going to head back into Clunes. I might go the back roads bit. I'll tell you what, we could go up past, go through here via the pool. It's got a little outdoor pool for the summer. Don't know why I'm doing it's turned into a tour of Clunes. Because it's a pretty, I thought you could get through. Oh, maybe you have to go through this bit. Yeah, it's through here. Then a left. I've not done much turning. There we go. Just getting used to the wheel again. It's wheelie good. Yes, this is the pool. Never been to it. Always seems quite busy during the summer. This house is awesome. Right on the river as well. So yeah, I'm thinking there's going to be lots of fun little adventures on the wheel to happen. It just feels so nice to be mobile again. To be able to pop out on this, oh, epic. Especially around here, you know, there are police here, but you know, we're in the country. Things are just a little bit more relaxed here. This is why I live out here, really. Little signal. So we go back up the road. This is Talbot Road. It's the old post office. Town Hall coming up on your left, on your right. Would it be your right? Yeah. Watch out. I will join. There's a cycle lane up here. This church on my left here, this was for sale when I left. $500,000 for that massive church. Amazing. We did check it out. I mean, there's no way we'd be able to drop $500,000, but pretty cool though that things like that are available. And I've been wanting to check this spot out as well. They were building this spot. Oh, it's not as smooth as I was hoping it for. Oh, that's a shame. That is a shame. I was hoping this would be super smooth, because this would be a perfect location to train my sea wheel. But it's a little bit rough, and because my sea wheel, the giant ring that I spin on. But you know, we could come down here, do some tricks. Be a nice little spot to do some tricks. It's a little bit rough because it's got a rubber coating on it. It'll probably eat it all up pretty quick. But anyway, here's a little skate park. Whee! Whee! Definitely come down here and do some more. The only thing is, because I've got the V10 now, I don't have the V8. Some of you might be wondering, where's it? Well, you know, what's he done with the V8? Well, that V8 is currently en route to Japan with the dinosaur show. So, if you've been following along, you may know that I was part of the show called Walking with Dinosaurs as a creature puppeteer, and that was how I was able to travel around all those places with my wheel so easily. But I fulfilled my contract, and they're going off to Asia for a couple of weeks. And because I'm jumping on a brand new show in 4 months, Kung Fu Panda in Macau, I decided to not sign a new contract, so I could come home and just chill and relax in this lovely fresh air. But I wasn't able to ship the wheel at the time. But the plan is now, after I made some new friends, when it goes to Bangkok, hopefully get it sent from Bangkok over to China, because it's all by land then, so I don't need to get it shipped via air or anything like that. So I'll get it shipped, I'll have it stored in Bangkok, and then get it shipped out to my place in Macau when I move there. So yes, that is the plan, Neil. Alright, well, I think that's pretty much all of Clunes. You can see sort of like down that direction there, that's where we sort of went up and down that hill. There's all the gold mines, little Clunes towns there, sort of down on the river. We got another giant cathedral-y church there. I just had a new roof on it. Anyway, all fun facts. Guys, thank you so much for tuning into these videos. Expect more to come. I know for a fact that when we move to Macau, I'll have another wheel. Wheels forever. Like, I can't see me never not having a wheel. Definitely not longer than a month again, please. I just want to give a big shout out to... Oh, are you a little bit... Is that got... What is going on with the lens there? Oh, that's probably ruined... I wonder if that's... There's a little bit of condensation on the lens. That is interesting, because that is supposed to be waterproof. It's a GoPro Hero 10. Give a shout out to the guys who helped me. Ewheels over in Thailand and E-Rides over here in Brisbane, Australia. I've got links below. If you're after a wheel in Australia, go check them out. He sorted me out, and such a lovely man. I do plan on going up to Brisbane sometime later when it gets a little bit warmer. I mean, it's probably warm in Brisbane anyway. Anyway, I plan on going to Brisbane, checking out some wheels, doing some videos over there with him. But yeah, guys, thank you if you're watching this. I really appreciate your help. It's so nice to finally be reunited with the wheel. So until next time, take it easy, live a laugh and love, ride safe, and I'll see you in the next video. After this, I've got a couple of videos from Bangkok still to come, some night riding stuff, so that'll come out first. But I wanted to get this out too quickly to just tell you what's going on. That we're back on it. We're here in Australia and we've got a wheel. That's all I need, really. Just a wheel. Alright guys, take it easy. Peace. Boop, 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 boop.